Thank you very much. The third question is asked by Honorable Swart.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Honorable Minister, there are many questions surrounding the proposed 130 billion in concessional and grant funding over the next 3 to 5 years to support the country's transition away from coal and develop new sectors such as Eskom, energy transition, electric vehicles and green hydrogen, as pointed out by yourself, Honorable Minister. The ACDP is pleased that you made it very clear that there's no deal yet, but negotiations will still take place. What steps, Honourable Minister, will be put in place during negotiations to ensure that such a transition is financed in such a way that it does not unduly burden not only Eskom, you made it very clear, it doesn't really relate to Eskom, but more importantly, the fiscus in general. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
This, of course, is a government project. It's not a Eskom project, and there is a group of ministers who've been led by Minister Creasy in this particular regard. Secondly, we have the establishment of a technical team that involves both South African representatives and experts on the one hand, and international experts as well, that would engage in the negotiations. Thirdly, we need to be very clear right at the outset as to what amount of that 130 billion is grant money, in other words, money that doesn't have to be paid back. And secondly, how concessional is concessional. And then lastly, we share the objective of Honourable Swart that this should not place inordinate burdens on the fiscus. And that is why looking at this at a broader level is becoming so important. But let us emphasize that the 130 billion rands is merely a start. In other words, the $8.5 billion doesn't cover all of the climate transition issues and adaptation issues that we are confronted with, or many developing countries in the world are confronted with as well. There's a lot more money that needs to be raised by the developed countries, some before 2030, some after 2030, during which time some of us might be around and some of us might not be around. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.